Hey y'all, it's me, Sweaty Face again. Just got back from a run, but today is the 4th day of the pantry, freezer, refrigerator clean out, eat down, whatever you want to call it, trying to get rid of food so that we don't have to travel with it or throw it away. So it's like almost 11 and I'm going to go ahead and get my lunch prepared, which is going to be tuna sandwiches. So I've got my tuna here. It's going to knock down 2 more cans. And then we have 4 eggs total. And so I'm going to throw 2 of them in here. This is going to be lunch for me and Ellie. We're the only ones in the house that eat tuna. So this will be lunch for me and Ellie for today and tomorrow. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this lunch prepared. And I do already have my beef, what's it called? Stew meat. My stew meat, I've already got it thawed out in the fridge. And I'm gonna have to look up a recipe on how to make beef tips and rice because that's what's for dinner tonight. So let me stop rambling and get these in the bowl and make some lunch. Okay, so I've got all of my stuff pulled out here. I am very picky with my tuna salad. And that's probably because that's how I was raised to eat it. That's how my mom eats it. And so that's how I like it. And any other way I think is disgusting. But we just do the tuna, dill, pickle, relish, mayonnaise, boiled egg, and salt. And then I'm going to make a sandwich. And we have some chips in there that I'm probably going to toss on top to give it a little extra crunch. 2 cans drained tuna. This is the only kind of mayo that you can use, and it tastes right, in my opinion. So, yeah. Dill, pickle, relish. Now we just have to wait for my eggs to boil. 2 hard-boiled eggs, chopped up. I used to have one of those fancy little cutter things, but it just, I don't know, it was really difficult to clean, and I think I just, like, donated it or something. I'm pretty sure it went out with the last time I went through and started getting rid of stuff. But I just take it like this, cut them in little bloops like this, and then go back so you got little cubes. There we go. For right now, this is for lunch, which is probably, Steven will take lunch probably in about an hour and a half-ish. And then I will make my lunch, but right now the sun is out and I'm about to go get in the pool, so. See y'all in a little while. Here we go, lunch is served. I have my tuna sandwich with chips on it. So delicious with a pickle. Steven is having leftovers. This is all of the beef, taco beef that was left over from dinner last night. The last bit of crumbs left in the bag because my kids don't know how to throw anything away that has like a tiny bit. They just put it back in the pantry for some reason. The shredded cheese, I actually used all of it last night, so I had to finally cut up some of this, which still knocking out stuff from our fridge. So this is Steven's lunch. We have a smidge left of cheese dip and a smidge left of chips. So yeah, way to go us, and I will see you this evening. I'm back. Okay, so it is the afternoon of the 14th. And I am here fixing to get some dinner started. This is the stew meat. Sorry, I had a brain fart. Stew meat for beef tips and rice. I am a terrible rice cooker. I've never been good at it. It always messes up for some reason. So I always have to do the bowl in a bag. Don't judge me. So this is beef tips, rice, and probably just white bread. We're just gonna keep it super country today, and I've never cooked this before. I grew up eating it and it was never really my favorite, but we had the stew meat from, we bought half a cow like a year ago, and we still have the stew meat left of it, and I really don't want to have to throw it away. So I'm gonna cook it, and this is my first and possibly the only time that I'll ever make beef tips and rice, so I hope that it's good. And anyways, let me stop rambling and let's get cooking. Okay, so I have my stew meat washed off really good. I've already got all of my seasonings pulled out. I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. Now, again, like the others, I am following a recipe from TikTok, okay? That is my new go-to. So we've got this. Let's get her going. All the different seasonings are, we've got salt, pepper, onion powder, a cream of chicken. I think they said that you're supposed to use cream of mushroom, but you can use cream of chicken. I don't like mushrooms at all, so I'm gonna use this one. This is actually one that I shared in the haul. 95 cents. Steak seasoning, I should probably go ahead and put that on the stew meat. Wash your sister sauce, and we've got some garlic powder. Yeah, so here's all the seasonings. Again, I will link one or two, because this is actually a combination of like 3 or 4 different TikTok videos that I found. And so I'm just gonna kind of mix it all together. And let's hope that it turns out okay. On one of the videos, one girl put some flour, so I'm just going to sprinkle flour on these. So yeah, and then I think my grease is ready. Or, I don't know, you're supposed to call it grease or oil. I guess it's the same thing, right? Okay, let's kind of swish these around in the flour. Let me get a little spoon. Here's all the beef tip. This was 3 packs. I don't know exactly how much each of them weighed or anything like that. And this is going to sizzle because it just did on me a minute ago. So, woo! Okay, here we go with onion powder, garlic powder. I'm bound and determined to finish off this little tiny bit of garlic powder for sure. Salt, pepper, wash your sister sauce. Oh, have I not opened this one? Oh, I did, okay. Let's go like that. Oh, it's already smelling good. Already smelling so good.
It smells like hibachi.
So, once this is browned on all 4 sides, then I think it's going to be ready for everything else. Meat is browned on all 4 sides. So I'm going to go ahead and add in the other ingredients that the other videos suggested, or so I'm like taking like 3 or 4 recipes and combining them into one. Okay, so like one of the ladies said, trust the process. She was the one using the cream of chicken because her husband didn't like cream of mushroom, which is the same with me. So we're trusting the process. We're going with cream of chicken. I'm going to go ahead and, well, there it goes. Okay. Ah! Okay. So there's that. And then another one, actually a bunch of them said beef broth. I don't have beef broth, but I do have vegetable broth. So, here we go. That's all the rest of that. 1 container down. Only thing about that is I've got like 6 more frozen in the freezer because I make my own broth. So, but still, that's one more thing down. So let's go ahead and stir this. And then we're gonna go ahead and throw in our brown gravy mix. And then I have 1 cup of water here to add in with that. Oh. I was thinking I may need 2, but I don't know. Again, I've never made this before, so I'm just kind of trusting the process. I've upped the heat. No one said, like, specifically the what you're supposed to put the heat on. So I'm just trying to get it to a boil. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do. Literally, I've watched like 100 different videos and no one has said the temperature for the stove to be on. So I'm just putting it on high for a little bit, bringing it to a boil, and then we'll go from there. While that is cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and start on the rice. Again, like I said earlier, I have to do the bowl in the bag just because I am such a crappy rice cooker. I don't know why. I can never get it right, but at least I'm someone who can admit their faults. So I know I'm not good at rice. So I'm gonna take the easy way out, and we're gonna do 2 of these. And all you do literally is this, and you put water, like cover them with water and put them in the microwave for 10 minutes, and they're done, and it's perfect every single time. This is what I always do. This is all the butter that I have for the rice, which would probably be good, but I also have this huge container of heavy whipping cream. So today, we're gonna make butter and buttermilk, and I'm going to, instead of doing white bread for dinner, I'm gonna make some biscuits for dinner. So there's that. And there we go. We have got fresh butter and buttermilk. Okay, so here is the beef tips. They are pretty much done. The timer says like right at 4 minutes. I did go ahead and make up the biscuits. I didn't share that making process just because it would have made the video extra long. And then we have 5 minutes left for rice, and then dinner should be ready. So, yay. And also, I made 1 full thing of buttermilk and a huge container of butter. Some of this will go in with the rice. I did use some of the buttermilk in with the biscuits, so this is not all of it. But yeah, so that's cool. Now I have to get rid of this over the next couple of days. Also, I decided to do all 6 bags of this since it was a gonna be an open box. The packers cannot pack it if it's open, and so this would just be one more thing that we would have to take with us, which I'm trying to avoid. So we're gonna have to figure out something else throughout the week to use with rice. Here we go, beef tips and rice. My first time ever cooking it with homemade biscuits. It is delicious, I can tell you already, because I've already been tasting this. And yeah, so here we go. My first time ever making beef tips and rice, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.